Every fresh blog post you launch is digital lumber gathering dust, unless it's part of a domino sequence. Without chaining micro-content, you hemorrhage budget and the audience simply scrolls past. And that window is closing faster every day. Data shows 82% of marketers now deploy a domino content strategy to amplify brand presence across all major platforms simultaneously, repurposing pillar assets into micro-content for relentless, omni-channel audience reach. HubSpot 2020. And that window is closing faster every day. Gartner warns that by 2026, 80% of B2B sales interactions will happen in digital channels, meaning you need a high-frequency, contextually linked domino chain to break through buyer noise or risk irrelevance. And that window is closing faster every day. Adobe's content supply chain research reveals 65% of marketing leaders cite content velocity as their primary obstacle, making the domino strategy the essential prescription to scale output without scaling headcount or overhead. And that window is closing faster every day. Consider VaynerMedia. Gary Vaynerchuk's team fragments a single 60-minute webinar into over 30 bespoke social assets, achieving unmatched brand resonance and saving weeks of production time on legacy content approaches. And that window is closing faster every day. If you ignore this framework, you'll watch competitors chain react their way to the top, building unstoppable momentum while your ad budget burns in isolated, uninspired posts that never connect. And that window is closing faster every day. Pillar content forms the backbone of domino strategy, a deep dive asset like an in-depth webinar, flagship report, or multi-part ebook that can be sliced and diced into countless derivative pieces with lasting shelf life. And that window is closing faster every day. Micro-content is your tactical arsenal. Bite-sized quotes, 30-second video riffs, tweet threads, and infographics optimized for each platform's preferences, keeping your brand in front of prospects daily without starting from scratch. And that window is closing faster every day. HubSpot's SEO case studies confirm topic clusters can drive a 25% to 50% increase in organic search traffic within 12 months, cementing your authority across key themes rather than chasing one-off keywords. And that window is closing faster every day. Demand metric data proves domino strategies cost 62% less than traditional outbound marketing while generating roughly 3 times the leads per dollar spent, flipping the ROI math in your favor. And that window is closing faster every day. The Content Marketing Institute finds 48% of the most successful B2B marketers use content at every buyer's journey stage, an approach inherently delivered by sequential domino touchpoints that guide prospects closer to purchase. And that window is closing faster every day. Copyblogger case studies demonstrate that reinforcing a single core premise across 10+ formats reduces customer acquisition cost by 15% through improved message consistency and brand recall, making every asset echo your central message. And that window is closing faster every day. Wistia's 2024 analysis shows that repurposing long-form video into sub-60-second domino clips for TikTok and Instagram Reels increases total view counts by an average of 450%, driving exponential audience growth from a single source asset. And that window is closing faster every day. Justin Welsh's Content OS leverages one weekly newsletter that gets repurposed as LinkedIn posts, X threads, video clips, and tweets, delivering over 50 million impressions annually on just one core piece. And that window is closing faster every day. CoSchedule reports that marketers who document their domino workflows are 414% more likely to achieve their success metrics than teams creating content in isolated silos, proving process beats chaos every time. And that window is closing faster every day. Salesforce research indicates most B2B buyers need 6 to 8 contextual touchpoints to convert, And the domino sequence ensures each interaction logically follows the last, boosting conversion rates by up to 20%. And that window is closing faster every day. Forrester projects the global content marketing industry will jump by $584 billion by 2025, with the Domino strategy singled out as a critical efficiency driver for enterprises managing massive multi-channel footprints. And that window is closing faster every day. Pareto's 80-20 rule applies here. 20% of your content, the pillar pieces, will drive 80% of your impact when you deploy domino chains to magnify their reach and relevance. And that window is closing faster every day. AI-driven tools like Munch and Descript reduce content production time by up to 70%, turning a single podcast episode into more than 15 social media assets in under 30 minutes without breaking a sweat. And that window is closing faster every day. Adobe's content supply chain research highlights content velocity as the non-negotiable metric for 65% of marketing leaders, positioning the Domino framework as the gold standard for scaling operations in 2025 and beyond. And that window is closing faster every day. Imagine capturing one long-form interview, then using AI to auto-generate dozens of short clips, captions, and highlight reels. No manual editing, just seamless asset creation that maintains your momentum. And that window is closing faster every day. McKinsey's market analysis repeatedly shows that repurposing existing content yields faster payback and higher ROI than developing fresh assets from scratch, especially when budgets are constrained and stakes are high. And that window is closing faster every day. Semrush data confirms that updating and repurposing existing content ranks as the second most effective tactic, delivering twice the ROI of greenfield creation by maximizing the value of what you already own. And that window is closing faster every day. This AI-powered velocity flips your content operation from a slow dribble into a high-pressure hose, blasting your message across platforms with precision timing and minimal overhead. And that window is closing faster every day. Step 1. Identify your pillar asset. Your annual CEO keynote, flagship white paper, or deep dive webinar that embodies your core message and delivers maximum value in one unified package. And that window is closing faster every day. Step 2. Build topic clusters around 5 to 7 core themes, mapping each micro asset back to the pillar to reinforce subject authority and guide search engines deeper into your expertise. And that window is closing faster every day. Step 3. Fragment relentlessly, extract sound bites, create infographics, generate quote cards, and cut sub-60-second videos to populate every social platform with contextually targeted micro-content. And that window is closing faster every day. Step 4. Schedule distribution in a coordinated cadence across LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and email, each piece designed to echo the pillar while meeting platform-specific best practices. And that window is closing faster every day. Step 5. Document every step in a clear workflow. CoSchedule data shows teams with documented Domino processes are 414% more likely to meet targets and maintain consistency under pressure. And that window is closing faster every day. HubSpot's in-house team institutionalized repurposing as a repeatable process, slashing their content production costs by 30% and freeing budget for strategic experimentation and higher value projects. And that window is closing faster every day. Ignore one-off posts, and you'll quickly accumulate content debt, obsolete, unlinked assets that waste budget and dilute your brand while competitors build unstoppable domino chains. And that window is closing faster every day. Digital dominance isn't optional. Gartner predicts by 2026, 80% of B2B sales will happen online, and only brands with high-frequency, contextually linked touchpoints will win at scale. And that window is closing faster every day. As content velocity becomes the baseline for brand relevance, a scattered strategy feels like shouting into a void. Domino gives your voice coherence and the volume to break through, and that window is closing faster every day. Without a sequential domino strategy, each piece feels random, giving prospects whiplash instead of guiding them toward your solution with logical momentum. And that window is closing faster every day. The stark choice is clear. Start building your domino chain today, or watch every new asset disappear into the digital abyss as your competitors accelerate past you. And that window is closing faster every day. Will you tip your first domino now and secure every future touchpoint, or will you risk fading out amid the 2026 digital melee where only the prepared survive? And that window is closing faster every day.